Hello, welcome back to the Bleeping Mechanic. Kyle here. Headed to the backyard. Trying to get some last minute lawn leaf crap done. And went to go start up the lawnmower. And it won't start, so let's get to it, guys. Got me another project. Let's see what we got. All right, so I've been playing with it for a second. I figured at least keep you guys in the loop too, because who knows, it might turn into something a little more than I was hoping for. Give you a little bit of rundown what I've done so far. Try to start it. Number one, it's been a really good lawnmower. It's like a 2004 Hustler Z, and overall, knock on wood, has been a great mower. I mean, it's had its problems. I used to cut grass when I was younger in high school, and this is what I used. And everything's original. So it got just over a touch over 1,000 hours. 1,012 hours. So done all the maintenance and just keep going. So what I'm trying to do right now is start it, and I'll show you what's going on. So now let's see if it'll just magically will start. So choke, it's cold today, about 39 degrees. Choke fully out. So I thought, okay, maybe it's running a little slow. Grab my jump pack. Plug my jump pack in. Nothing. Nothing. Thought maybe it's a fuel issue. Maybe it's been sitting for a month, and who knows? It hasn't even been sitting that long. A little bit of starting fluid, a little go-go juice. Still nothing. I just put some more gas in it, thinking maybe it's not picking it up. About a third of a tank of gas. Gas selector is on that tank. I'm assuming it's getting gas. Here's the fuel pump, but I don't know. But I feel like the starting fluid should at least have gotten it going. So my next step is I'm gonna check for spark, because it seems like it has compression. It sounds exactly as it has done for years and years and years. So what I'm gonna do right now is pull a spark plug. Make sure rodents didn't get in here and decide to ruin my lawnmower. So I grabbed the wrong side spark plug socket. Let me go grab the right one and I'll be right back. All right, 13/16. 13/16. Also went ahead and grabbed the wire brush. Maybe give them a clean. Maybe they're carboned over. Could be something simple as that. This is a twin cylinder Kawasaki, 23 horse. They're actually really good motors if you maintain them. So it's a little hard to see. Go out here in some light. Got no light in here. It is definitely black, but it isn't horrible. I want to say I smell the fuel, aka starting fluid. So let's go ahead and take them both out. It is a V-twin. And I have replaced these. Probably not every year, but probably every other year I replace these. I do a new air filter every year. I will say these spark plugs do look more dark than I actually think. It might be a followed out plug. Let's get some numbers. NGK BPR4ESs. All right, that's one out. Well, here, let's check that. Let's check that spark. Well, that's not good. That is no spark. Okay, maybe that's not our problem. Maybe we do have fuel and we don't have spark. So this thing has a couple safety switches built into it. One is the seat switch, but it is currently blades off. Don't need to be sitting on it to start it when it's blades off. And the other safety switches are these. That. That one's working. You can hear it clicking. That one's working. So those safety switches seem to be fine. That's the blades. So I'm not seeing anything there. Just in case it's something silly like the spark plug. I don't know how both spark plugs can just fail. I'm going to pull out the other one real quick. But we are looking like a spark problem now. It's right here. Should be able to get to it with the okay. It's gonna make a liar out of me. It definitely looks damp, like it's getting fuel. So, definitely getting fuel. Yep, definitely getting fuel. I mean, the spark plugs look like I need to get some new spark plugs. So I'm going to plug this one in on this side and see if this gets any spark. Shouldn't be both bad. Really can't be that bad of luck. At the same time, doubt it. So let's see if that one does any different. Absolutely nothing. Starter's starting to sound a little less thrilled. Now I've got 3 fuses right here. Check the yellow main fuse, it's okay. That one looks okay. I know looking at them can't always tell you the best. I'd have to pull out the manual to see what these are for. They all look okay. And that one definitely made a click. That one makes a click. That one makes a click. I think a 25, a 5, and a 10. Nothing. Let me go grab the voltometer and just test these out real quick. Alright. Key off. So that one's good. Do I really have... Oh. That one's good. And just to make sure it's not the system doing it. So that one is good. Good. All right. I'm going to safely assume. Okay, fuses are fine. Let's check voltage. There you go, we got 12 volts. 12 volts. I'm flaking around. Oh, there we go. It's actually a little less. I'm running at about 11 point. Oh, it just disappeared. 11.6. 11.9. 11.9. Just double check this one again. 11.69. So the battery is running a little on the low side. But I put the jump pack on. It's shooting more than enough voltage in there. So we got good power. Just doing a visual inspection. A lot of times you can find something just by doing a visual. Make sure nothing looks like it's been chewed apart. I mean, everything looks fine. Keyword is looks. Things going into the... So I think this right here, I'll show you real quick. I think that's a voltage regulator right there. So I wonder if something might be going on with that guy. I don't know why else. So just to make sure, like I said, I don't think the spark plugs failed or anything. Or I don't think the spark plug just went bad. So my guess is it's going to be something along those lines. Like a voltage regulator or something like that. And I think what we're going to test is the switch. Easy accessibility is to pull the coil, one of the kill switch, the grounding wire off the coil. But it's underneath this right here, and there's 4 screws up here and about another 4 screws around the whole cowling. So I'm not going to do that right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to test, make sure my ignition switch didn't go bad. So a lot of times if your ignition switch goes bad, it will ground out that spark all the time. So we're going to go ahead and take these 3 screws off here to take this control panel off. Years ago I did have to replace this switch because of the switch failing. Don't exactly remember what it was. I want to say it was sticking. I don't think it was actually like any kind of electrical issue. I think it was just stuck in the cranking position and it was just cranking, cranking, cranking. So when I did have that issue though, I did discover mice did actually get into this cavity. And I'm trying to remember if they chewed on anything. And that being said, we'll go ahead and look in here. And I think we're okay there. I don't think they did chew on anything. It looks like they might have chewed on one thing at one point. This standalone wire. I don't even know what the hell it is. Just got a jumper on it. Oh, not sure what that's for. There was, looks like a wire here for, I have no idea. Looks like I had 2 wires taped off that they might have tried to get to at one point in time, but there's also relays in here. Looks like there's 3 relays. Again, I don't think the relays are the problem. And so what we're going to do is we're going to test that kill switch and see if it's grounding at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the ignition wire off, the key, and I'm going to test across and see if there's loss. When you turn that key off, 2 of these are going to hit and ground out. So let's figure out which ones those are. So with the key, where did I put the key at? Right here. Key's in the off position. Okay, these two right here. And if I turn the key to on position, that should go away. It does. Okay. So that's the grounding that I was talking about. Okay. So the ignition actually, I think the ignition's fine. I don't know if the coil on this is a single coil with two wires coming off of it, or if it's, which it probably is. I wonder if the coil failed. All right, let's take the cover off. All right, so we have to take this guy off here. And to do that, there's 4 bolts holding up this guard, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts holding on the actual plastic shroud. Missing one. So that one's off. This one feels like it's holding on a little bit more, but that's not an issue. Oh, I didn't loosen this one up enough. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. How do we get it out of here? Well, okay, we have 2 separate coils. Okay. So one of the tricks that you can do is you can pull these ground wires off, which are grounding out the coils. And when they ground out the coils, they stop spark. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pull those off. And the spark plug wires, I'm just looking at spark plug wires, nothing chewed up on there. Nothing chewed up on there. So I think that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and set this back on here for now. And what we should see, if our coils are good, we should have spark now, which will tell us that we're grounding and telling the engine to turn off. So let's see if that's the case. So we're just going to have this. We're just going to watch right here. Stay. Don't want to get electrocuted. Get next to it. All right, okay. Close enough to me. All right, contact. Okay. Coil's fine. Well, let me check the back one. Back one's fine. Spark plug's good. Okay. All right. You saw that, right? Sparking away. Coils are good. It's generating a lot of stuff. Something either in my ignition switch or in the wire that goes to those 2 wires that we just saw is telling it to ground out. Okay. So at least there's nothing majorly wrong with the lawnmower except for electrical. Electrical, love it. Oh, the demons, the little gremlins. Where the F are you? So if we track these 2 black wires, they come together. One's here, one's here. They go through. They come through this little spot right here. I guess we'll just make sure that nothing looks like nothing's grounding, nothing's pinching. No, that's good. From here they go, it's this wire right here and this wire right here. 1, 2. These are the 2 ground wires. They have quick disconnects on them that I can see. Quick disconnect right here. And then another one right here. From there, I see a pink wire, pinkish red, and maybe a brown, gray purple looks like maybe. Brown? Yeah, brown. Brown and orange. Let's track those brown and orange. They go into this harness right here, this braided one, which goes into the hour meter, turns, goes over towards the starter. Just get it back, it goes around back, which hits a yellow, that's a yellow, that goes to the oil pressure switch. The rest of it comes up here to here, and I'm assuming coming up into here. And of course, there's no orange in here. It's all orange. Everything's orange. Does it have a tracer on it? So I'm gonna have to break out the manual because obviously color coding is a thing. Got orange with red, orange with orange, orange with no orange, 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 and orange. And plenty of orange goes to the relays. And what color did we say? Brown? You even see a brown in here? Definitely looks brown to me. Maybe it goes to one of those relays. It might be in this, yeah. Okay, so it's a relay. So there's probably a relay for each one of those, because the brown goes to the middle relay. There's an orange that goes to that same spot on this relay. So these 2 relays right here and here. Those are just relays, which turn on and off. I guess we can test that, right? With the key. So that one's definitely not clicking. Let's test this one. So if I take my voltometer, what I'm doing is I'm going to go off of each of these ground wires. Okay, so in theory, right now, key is on, key is off. So that one seems to be switching just fine. So when the key is off, earth ground, good. Turn the key on, no earth ground, that's good. So this one seems to be fine. Let's check the next one. Right here. Key is off, key is on. So they're not grounding out. It's open. Is it open during cranking? No. Why is this not starting then? Based on everything I'm seeing, this should be starting. So as it sits right now, I've got spark. And those wires are back on there. Was something just corroded? Did something jiggle free? Something wiggle and jiggle free? Ooh, I got lots of spark there. Turn that off. Okay. Turn that back on. I mean, spark's not great looking, but the spark's working now. Okay. I bet you this is going to... I have no idea what we did, boys. We played with it enough that it started working. Maybe one of those relays were stuck. I guess that's always possible. Maybe the relays were just hung up and we played with it enough that it jiggled free and now it's not. As I mentioned before, it did this to me about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, and couldn't explain it. All I did was touch with spark and I'm like, oh, I got spark, and I squirted some jumper or starter fluid. So, all right, let's get this thing back together. I am going to get some new spark plugs. They are not the strongest spark I'm seeing. Looks a little, I think we might have some kind of, not bad ground, but not a great ground. And I think that might be part of the issue too. So I might have to clean some terminals. I'll do that next. So, all right, let me put all this back in there and we'll be right back. All right. So let's see. Here's the, hopefully getting lucky in a different way. So I'm going to go ahead and put my jump pack back on because the battery voltage is a little low. I'll have to get this battery either replaced, throw it on a jumper for a while. It's been a couple weeks, so. All right. Anybody got guesses? Place your bets. I don't know. Sometimes knowing what is possibly the problem and just touching it can be the fix. I really think that there's a ground in there somewhere that's a little corrody, and unplugging, touching, moving, jostle it, freed something up. Who knows? Something was stuck on that ignition switch. I'll have to watch it. So, but all right. Honestly, you got some good troubleshooting in and started right up. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, even though I didn't do a thing. We'll see you on the next one. Make sure you hit that subscribe.